Alright, I'm back at Workshop Hell, and we have the Q&A edition while I play all these shitty maps. All these shitty maps. I hope I picked enough to tide me over for me to answer every single question that I got here. Hopefully. The first group of questions come in from Demon Arisen. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Pretty easy answer. Dashi Games, Calchop, and Chess Breach are the big three that I watch all the time. And then we have the smaller channels who I'm friends with actually, but I can't watch a lot of their stuff because on the chance that I might get the same map as them, that's like the only drawback to it. Or else I'd watch a lot more, and I don't comment a lot just because I never was a commenter, so I mean I do watch some things. I'm just not a commenter. Why is the laser there? What is the point? I gotta test. What is this for? Alright, absolutely nothing. Okay, then what is this? Probably absolutely nothing. Okay. Alright. That was terrible. Let's go on to our next terrible map. And his second question is there a meaning behind your channel name, or did you just pick it because it sounds cool? Well, I've had it since 2009, 10 on Xbox, because I stole it from somebody. I thought the name sounded cool, so I just took it and made it my own little variation to it. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. I stole it. Is that wrong? Probably. But, you know. Hey, I kept it though. Why are these things here? I don't know. What am I supposed to be doing? That drops a cube onto the button and I can leave. Oh. Okay. And here I thought it'd be something else. And it missed the button, didn't it? Oh no, it did. So that's what the light bridge is for. Unless this takes me up by itself. It does. So the light bridge was pointless. As usual, most things are pointless in these maps. But yeah, thumbs down as usual for these maps. Go on to the next one. His third question is, do you think video games are art, or will they ever be? I do think they are art, actually. Holy shit, this does not look like this in the thumbnail. Oh, one of these maps. Alright, well, we can skip this completely. Please tell me not. Yeah, well, I can do that and leave, so fuck your map. Yes, I do think they are art, because of all the amount of composition and the music they have to put in, all the concept art, all the animation, everything about it, the writing. Yes, I think it's art. It's one big combination of art. Let me just touch on that art subject once again, because I was in the mindset of the big AAA published games. I'm not talking about Steam, Greenlight, all those other shitty games that are on there. I mean, sure, there's good ones in there. I'm talking about like all the people that are going for cash grabs. That is not art. That is bullshit. I'm talking about even Call of Duty. I know people hate Call of Duty, but that's, you gotta admit, that's art. All the time that goes into the, well, not the writing, because the writing's shit, but just to make that, you need to know what you're doing. Which, to me, if you creatively express yourself like that, that is art. Like painting a room, that is art. At the simplest, purest form, might not be that great. I mean, look at this. I made like a dick, but I mean, it's not that great, but it's art. Just apply that to Call of Duty. Call of Duty is the dick art of gaming. Compare it to something like The Witcher 3, which I think has really outdone itself. Am I supposed to be flinging myself? The door open? Yes. But am I going to get caught in this? Yes. Oh. Okay. So does it shut it off? It does. Well, that was easy. What's the next question? Before I get on a fucking rant about Call of Duty. Next question would be... Okay, I almost missed that jump looking at the question. Is YouTube your job? No. My god, I wish it was. If not, how do you upload so often? Okay, well here's what I do. Mostly on Saturdays is when I record. I record in big chunks. Like I'll record 3 to 4 hours on a Saturday. Or some random day where I have a lot of time. And then during the week I will edit. The only episodes that are actually done the day before, which would be this, because it's a, you know, one-off thing. Wow. Okay, let me answer this before I go in there and try to figure out this shitty map. Yeah, it'd be this and the workshop Saturdays, whatever day I decide to be. Those are all done the day before. Those are uploaded. Everything else is usually done on the weekends, recorded in bulk, edited throughout the week, and scheduled. So it looks like I'm doing consistently, but really once a week I'm recording. And maybe like here and there during the week I'm, you know, doing this. Or if I need to put up a video here and there, I will record as needed. But for the most part, I don't really do anything during the week besides edit. Alright, good. I was able to get around there. So it should be much easier now to kill these. Get them out of the way. So what do I have to do here? Just connect this up? Wow. Didn't even need the cube. I'm glad you gave me the cube. Fantastic piece right there. Really? Alright. Thanks, turret. They always find a way to get me. As much as I hate them. This is also getting a thumbs down. Because it sucks. Like all the other maps. Does anybody notice something here? Who's a frequent commenter on this channel? Thank you, by the way. As long as you don't spam like this guy. It gets annoying after a while. But, you know, I didn't realize that you made this. I was just downloading based off the name and the thumbnail as quickly as I could. I wasn't really paying attention to who made it. But, oh well, it's going to be on here. Oh. Okay, well this... Well, we're leaving. we're just leaving. This is bad. What's the point? It's not even a test. It's just turrets placed around with a big turret. I don't care. Next map. I forgot to answer a question. Let me do that right now. Next question is, if I could play one game for the rest of my life, what would it be? Oh man, that is a hard question. Because I'd have to pick something like that never ends. Or a giant-ass game that I could play for a long periods of time. So I'm not really sure. That is a really good question, because I never thought of it for the rest of my life. I always think of it as like a per year basis. But never for the rest of my life. Because my question to myself, I would always be like, when I was younger, I'd be like, what game would I want to play for 1 year? If I could only bring like 3 games with me for a whole year, what would I bring? But this one's for the rest of my life. I don't know if I could think of that. Okay, so I sat here for a couple minutes thinking about this. Now, here's the stipulation to what I can add to that. Can I add mods to that game before I take it with me for the rest of my life? If so, probably Skyrim or Minecraft. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, that's a generic fucking answer. Why'd you pick those? Think about the longevity you can get out of those. If you're playing it for the rest of your life, the amount of extra things you need to keep you occupied. I mean, I might play it through in like 5 to 10 years. I'd be done with it for the rest of my life. But if I'm forced to play it for the rest of my life, I want something I can keep doing stuff in. At least I could do something different or start over or play a different way. Because if I can add mods into it as well, then that's a whole nother ballgame right there. But his next question is, what do you enjoy doing in your free time other than gaming and making videos? Good question. I enjoy playing my guitars, and I enjoy drawing. I always need to be doing something interactive. Wow, that's really it. Something interactive or else I get insanely bored, insanely quick. Like, I can watch some TV here and there. And sports, I like watching sports. But I need to be doing something interactive, or else I get so bored. I fall asleep. I will actually, if someone puts a movie on that I don't give a fuck about, I will literally fall asleep within 10 minutes. I just get that bored. Next question is finally from someone else. Thank you for all the questions, though. From GamerXD. It says, my question is, would you ever consider playing Flash games again whenever you were burnt out on a game? And he recommends me a Flash game called Shift Series with all 4 links to the games. Thank you for that. That's a good question. Timely as well, because I'll make it past. Oh my god. Did you like reach the limit to put these in here? Do you know how long this must have took him? I mean, he could have copy and pasted it, but Jesus Christ, man. Alright. What is over there? That's a good question, because am I gonna get shot from here? No. Because I do plan on doing that again. But I plan to bring it back a little bit different, because it's not just going to be Flash games. It's going to be similar to how it was, but it's not going to be as frequent to where, like, oh, I have to make this week, or else, because it's like a series, or else so I get burnt out on that as well. It's going to be whenever I feel like it. I have a good group of games lined up as well, and I will add those that you sent me into that. Keep in mind, they won't necessarily be Flash games, they'll be free games from, like, GameJolt.com and stuff like that. Which, I was looking there, they do have some interesting things. And you know what isn't interesting? This map. So let's go to a new one. But yeah, that's very timely. I don't know how you thought of asking that whenever I was thinking about it at the same time. Now 2 questions from Ari Dash. First question being, who are/is your favorite map makers in Portal 2? Well, that's a tough one. There's a lot of people that I enjoy watching. And I'd have to say... watching. Did I say watch? I mean playing. I deserve that for saying something that dumb. Playing. Let's say, let's be Gamer XD, because I like the old school N64 feel to his maps. Batcat, because I love the style. Let's see, Demon Arisen, because they're actually challenging in a logical way. And they're very, like, they're not overly done. They're just, it's good maps. It's just pure good maps. Werewell makes some great maps. Aperture Laboratories makes some great maps. Level Up Max makes some great maps if I want to torture myself with difficulty. And I'll say LB because they are deceptively hard whenever I see his maps. I think it looks easier than it is until you start playing it. Then you're stuck for a while. But yeah, those are just some of my favorite map makers that I can think of. I sat here and thought about it because I could name like 10 more people, but I'd have to look up the map makers' names. I cannot think of it. Hey, you gotta love whenever you all tab out of the game to check something and the game crashes. I mean, it's very rare that it happens to me, but whenever it does, I'm always recording. Anyways, last question for today would be, why did you decide to upload videos on YouTube? Well, that's quite a loaded question. I'm glad I saved that one for last. Because I'd say around... when did I start uploading constantly? 2 years ago? No, not 2 years ago. About 2 years ago, I'd say it'd be at this point. I was severely depressed, and I was just looking for something to do in my spare time. I was like, hey, I enjoy watching them, why don't I try to make them? I'm just gonna fly in the end. Like, I enjoy watching videos, why don't I try to make them? So I tried. And, you know, learning process, you know, you make some shitty ones whenever you start out, and you try different things and they don't work out. You can just experiment with it. But all that time, it was helping me take my mind off things and just being able to sit down and focus on something completely separate from life to just be able to relax. I mean, games did that for me, but this was like an extra layer onto games. What the fuck is the point of this map? Sorry about that. And it just evolved into something that I really enjoy doing now. Even if it doesn't help me mentally anymore, it's just fun to do in general. So I think what I'm trying to articulate is that in the beginning it was more like me, try to help me sort of thing. Now I see like the bigger picture of it, and I'm gonna try to like transform it into that bigger picture, as you'll be seeing over the next couple months. Hopefully with like higher quality stuff, more variations on things. Because even though I do this as a hobby, I do take it seriously in the fact that I like to make sure quality control. Everything I put out has a reason now, and stuff that I like to do. Because there wasn't... I was trying to find my quality control back then. I guess these both have to be activated. I guess that's the thing, like trying to find the quality control was the issue. And now I think I've found it. And now I just have to build off of that. Great turrets. I can't wait to get shot by. Oh, there is no next chamber. Oh, this is the last one, is it? Great. Well, I pressed it. Is it timed? Or does it drop the other cube? Oh, it drops the other cube. Okay, so we can just get up this way. I am not going through there again. Wait, so I got the ball. Where's the ball go? Did I miss? Hello? Did I miss something? Why is that not going down? Did that go down and I just wasn't paying attention before? No. Was it just this? No. Is it just that one? No. Is it just these two? No. Is it just that? Is it just this one? No. Is there anything down here that I didn't notice? Besides a turret? If, you know, a little bit of light helps.
Searching.
A little bit of light goes a long way, let me tell you. So what is back here anyways? Okay. And what the fuck puts this down? There's no connections to it. It's the ball connected to this. There's no connections to this. This is just stagnant, staying there forever. Why? So before I go, I'll give you the little outliner of what I plan the channel to be in 1 to 2 months, maybe a little bit after that. I'm just trying to get everything organized and going because, like I said, this is only a hobby, so it does not take priority, but it takes the majority of my free time, if that makes sense. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays will be requests until I run out, which I don't see that happening. As long as I keep the consistent Portal stuff, that's fine. I love doing that. 1 day a week, other than those 3 days, will be the Portal 2 workshop, whatever day I decide. Mostly it's going to be Saturdays. So that's 4 days a week out, right there. So 3 days left. One probably being the Talos Principle until I complete that in the DLC. So it leaves 2 days left. One would be a free game, and the other would be a VR thing. So that makes up the whole week. And then as for the secondary uploads, at the 3 p.m. slot, because everything else that is the main thing gets uploaded at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, let me just stress that. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Secondary uploads, which is like the Skyrim stuff, that's just purely for me, because I enjoy doing that. Because I'm like up to part 70 or something, and I only have part 27, 26 uploaded. But yeah, I'm way far ahead on that. Those are the secondary uploads, those are for me, those will not be anything unaffected towards the 10 a.m. uploads. As for Doom, I'm probably just going to switch that on the back burner to the secondary uploads at 3 p.m. So that's pretty much just going to be the lineup. So it'll be Monday, request, Tuesday, either a free game or a VR thing, Wednesday, request, Thursday, VR thing or free game, Friday, request, Saturday, Portal 2 workshop, something, and Sunday, Talos Principle. That's basically what I plan it to be for the while going on. What I'm done for today. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for the questions, and thank you for watching, because it's weird to me to this day, even though it's only like 320 subs, I think it's at now, to be able to just make this and then have someone watch it is still weird to me, but I enjoy it. It's very exciting. I'm a nerd like that. I don't know why, but it's very exciting to me, and I plan to keep on doing this, regardless if nobody even watched, just because it's fun to me still. But I'm done for today. And I'll see you next time. The only time I'm going to do these Tell episodes probably be for specialty episodes, because how many bad maps can I play before we realize that's like 60% of the maps that are uploaded? But yeah, see you next time.